She was just a nurse, her hands steady as she stitched up a wound. The patient, a young soldier, barely old enough to shave, winced in pain. Just as she was tying the final knot, the ground beneath them trembled. A deafening explosion ripped through the air, sending dust and debris raining down. The battlefield was calling again. Before she could even catch her breath, an urgent shout echoed through the makeshift medical tent. "We need you at the front. Now." Her heart pounded against her ribs. The front line was a place of chaos, a whirlwind of smoke, fire, and constant danger. But there was no time for fear. She grabbed her medical kit, its contents rattling as she ran. The world outside the tent was a grim canvas of war. Soldiers were falling, their cries for help lost in the cacophony of battle. Every instinct screamed at her to turn back, to find shelter, but a stronger force pulled her forward. Her duty, these weren't just soldiers. They were someone's sons, brothers, and fathers. She dropped to her knees beside the first man she saw. His uniform was soaked in red, his breathing shallow. Ignoring the bullets whizzing past her head, she went to work. Her fingers, once trembling, now moved with a practiced precision. She applied pressure to the wound, her voice a calm anchor in the storm. "Stay with me," she whispered. "Just stay with me." She was no longer just a nurse closing a wound. She was a lifeline on the brutal edge of humanity. For hours she moved from one fallen soldier to another. She became a blur of motion and compassion, a beacon of hope in a landscape of despair. She patched up shrapnel wounds, set broken bones, and offered words of comfort that were as vital as any medicine. The sun began to set, casting long, eerie shadows across the field. The sounds of battle slowly faded, replaced by the quiet moans of the injured. She was exhausted, her clothes stained, her body aching. But as she looked at the faces of the men she had helped, a profound sense of purpose washed over her. In the quiet aftermath, she sat by a small fire, cleaning her instruments. A young soldier, the same one from the tent earlier, limped over to her. He handed her a small carved wooden bird. "For what you did today," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "You were the bravest one out there." She held the small bird in her palm. Its smooth surface a stark contrast to the roughness of her day. It wasn't a medal or a commendation, but it meant more than anything. It was a symbol of the lives she had touched, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, a single person's courage and compassion can make all the difference. She wasn't a soldier with a rifle, but she fought her own war for life. Thank you for watching. If you were moved by this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tales of courage and humanity. We'll see you in the next one.